Good morning, Peter. It is 10 a.m. on Good Friday, April the 2nd. I actually recorded this yesterday, but I spoke for far too long, and I can't actually cut it down to under 4 minutes, so I'm just going to re-record it. Hooray!
Hooray!
Hey!
Latin.
I've got an audience today as well.
Hi, Peter.
Say hi, Damon.
Hi.
There we go. Alright, so I'm going to be teaching you about the history of the English language. I know it sounds boring, but I find it really fascinating, and it's my video, so you can suck it. English language, of course, originates in England, Great Britain. Originally, there were just a lot of little British tribes living everywhere, speaking really early forms of like Gaelic and things like that. And then, at various points, they were invaded by the Germans. The German tribes being the Angles, the Saxons, the Jutes, people like that, and they brought their own Germanic dialects with them. The British Isles were also being regularly harassed by, get this, marauding Vikings. How awesome is that? And the Vikings were bringing over their early Nordic dialects, and so bits of that got mixed in with bits of the Germanic languages. And then the British Isles were invaded yet again by the Normans, who brought over their Roman, I believe, languages. And the French came to kick the Normans out, and then the French decided to stay there, and the French made all of the upper classes of British society start speaking French. So we have a large French influence on our language. You know, a lot of the nicer upper class words like fiancé and things like that, they're all French words. Also, spelling of the English language is quite interesting. The only people who were literate in the early days were the monks, and so the monks got to decide how a lot of words were spelt. And the monks decided that words to do with nobility and things like that, they should look more impressive than other words. So that's why we get ridiculous spellings such as K-N-I-G-H-T for a word that could be easily spelt N-I-T-E, because the monks decided it needed to look better. The Dutch came over and brought their printing presses, and literacy exploded, but of course the spelling of a lot of words had to be made up. So the Dutch got to decide how things were spelt. And so that's why we get lovely words like yacht, Y-A-C-H-T, because the Dutch decided that's how it should be spelt.
Yeah.
That's the history of the English language. I found out on Wednesday that I'm not meant to be using Google at all this week, so since then I haven't used Google at all, go me, but I think that because I didn't start until Wednesday, any time that I do use it up until next Wednesday should be counted twice. So I will keep tally of that. Elizabeth, because I refused to challenge, I have to do the punishment you set me. Reenacting the girliest thing I've done lately, and also the manliest thing. Hi, Damon. The girliest thing would have to be lamenting that I've almost run out of makeup removers, which would have looked something like, oh damn, I have to buy more makeup removers. The manliest thing is a toss-up between stopping a bus with one hand and sitting around wearing nothing but a bathrobe. And also, my punishment for you is I want you to blend together a vegetarian meal and drink it. Peter and I will see you later today or early tomorrow.